Yes, well, we did have yellow warnings in place for this a good 36 hours in advance, but I really don't think anyone could have predicted what happened here yesterday afternoon. But what causes flash flooding, and is it going to become more common? Well, I've been spending the day finding out. Flash flooding is more common where rivers are narrow and steep, so they flow more quickly. This was Boscastle on the 16th of August 2004. Heavy thundery showers had developed over the moors to the southwest of the Cornish village, and the resulting rainfall was to have a devastating effect. A small steep river flows through the village, but there was too much water for the river and the surrounding hillside to cope with, and this was the result. The torrential rain led to a 7-foot rise in river levels in just 1 hour.
Thunderstorms are always like this. They're always hit and miss. Some people get them a mile away, it could be completely dry. Some places, like we've seen, get flash flooding, other places not one drop. We always use the analogy of a boiling pan of water. So the pan is the atmosphere. You put it on the stove, you know there's going to be bubbles. We forecast the thunderstorms, but you can't say exactly where those bubbles are going to be. They'll appear in one place and not in another, and that's the thing with thunderstorms. One place gets them, 5 miles away, completely dry.
Heavy rainfall hit the Coverack area at around 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Experts estimate up to 200 Olympic swimming pools worth of water fell in just 3 hours, 20% more than would usually fall in the whole month. As the torrent flowed downhill, it inundated rivers and streams, causing a 4-foot wall of water to crash through the village with such force it tore up roads and sent boulders and parts of people's damaged homes careering towards the harbour. Some people argue that one of the causes of flash flooding is climate change, and that it will produce more events like this because warmer air holds more water and produces changes to large-scale atmospheric circulation patterns like the jet stream. Flash floods may be rare, but it looks as if in places like the Westcountry they're about to become more common. Well, the big question on everyone's lips today has been actually how much rain fell yesterday. Now, we have an official rain gauge at Coldrose, which actually registered very little. So today we've had to sort of measure from the radar and also rely pretty heavily on local information, people on the ground, and they've been invaluable. People like Peter Wood. Peter, welcome. And you've been measuring the rain by the bucketful, haven't you?
Well, yes. I wondered how much rain had fallen yesterday and wasn't certain. So first of all I would look at my rain gauge here, but unfortunately the heaviness of the hailstones caused that to break.
Wow.
So I wasn't any longer able to use that, and you can see it's quite thick plastic, so it took a pounding. So then I looked at this bucket, which was outside in the morning empty. I'd been shoveling some chippings with it, and then I went out and realised it was right up to this underside of this blue mark here. And I realised, well, that's what had fallen during the day since, 3:30 or something like that, till about 4:30, roughly speaking.
And you've been very helpful to us in many ways. You've actually got a lot of footage of what was happening yesterday afternoon. Yeah. What kind of things did you manage to capture?
Well, it was looking over there. I was capturing the rainfall coming over the this promenade effect, where the road goes along above the beach. And the firemen being busy, and I also went and videoed the helicopter as it lowered the people rescued from the house.
Peter, you've been invaluable, and the big question now, of course, is what else is to come? Let's take a look at the forecast.